Sunshine, wild ones, it's Bernadette. I am here with your Pick a Card Daily Tarot reading for Thursday, November 12th. Woo, doggies! How was yesterday's energy for y'all? I feel like I am ready to be wiped out, but that could be yesterday, and then it could be oh, what am I doing? See, I'm like so knocked out, I don't even know which side of the card I'm showing y'all. It could be because cheetah energy showed up this morning. Not something I was expecting. Not such a bold, powerful kind of thing in the wake of November 11th, right? All of that, and then the starfish. I was like, oh, I'm sure spirit animals are going to give us a break, but no. Oh, no. We've got crazy, powerful cheetah energy coming through. And, I always feel like very shamanic-y when I see the big cats come through. I know that sounds crazy because really, what's a shaman? And I'm fixing to do a video about that, y'all. You're going to be so surprised about what I think about people who talk about shaman and being a shaman and a shamanic practitioner. And I do the same thing, but we need to get some truth about all that out there, and maybe a different perspective. But anytime I see a big cat come through in a reading, there's just something about me that just naturally wants to sit up taller. I don't know if you saw the look in my eye change, but I just want to survey my pride lands. And my body inside even feels really different. It feels like, I don't know, like I'm really muscular and I can run for miles and just like I'm powerful physically, And I wonder if the same thing happens to you guys. If you have a particular animal that just every time you connect to that animal, it's like whammo bammo, you got something going on there. So when we take a look at cheetah energy on a Thursday, we know that Thursdays the ruling chakra is the heart, and Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion, the yay, let's get going, let's get moving. It's not like a powerful burst, but it is a nose to the grindstone kind of thing where you really focus and you really move forward. So it really doesn't surprise me that Cheetah showed up on a Thursday. It just kind of surprised me that it showed up after 11/11. But when I listen, when I do this, y'all, I'm not having a seizure or anything. I'm trying to listen to what the animal allies are telling me. That's kind of how I hear them. I know I look like the RCA dog, but whatever you're about to do, whatever you want to put your nose to the grindstone about, do it fast. Because cheetahs are the fastest land animal. They can go 60, 70 miles per hour. And they're very lean and they make every movement count. And so whatever you're doing, whatever you're contemplating doing, get it done. And get it done in the most expeditious manner you possibly can. Now, having said that, let me say this. I really dislike talking about hunting and how animals survive and all that kind of thing, because it always means that another animal is in distress if it's not a vegetarian animal. And that just breaks my heart. But it's natural and it is very eco-friendly. I won't get into the whole thing about how cheetahs, help, prevent overgrazing and all this kind of thing and that kind of thing, because I dream of a world where one day everything beautiful exists and we don't have to consume each other to have it be beautiful. And that if I get up in the morning, there might be a cheetah laying beside me that's not going to eat my face off, and we just, all get along. Can't we all just get along? So, but just energetically, from cheetah medicine, from, cheetah symbolism and meaning, let's even talk about the spots, right? Let's talk about that. I had to go put on one of my shamanic robes for this morning, because I just needed that extra thing. I don't know, y'all. Maybe you can feel it. Cheetahs can have up to 2,000 spots. That's a lot. And the reason that I bring up the spots is because that's a lot of camouflage, and that's what they use their spots for, is camouflage. So whatever it is that you're going through today, you A, do it quickly, and B, you may need to kind of lock yourself away, and so you can get it done. You might need to just turn off your computer, turn off your phone, hide from the kids, hide from other people that you work with, and just get it done. And the vision that I'm being sent is, no matter whether it's in an office or it's at your home, you could be in a coffee shop somewhere just dreaming the dream of your life. I don't know. But I keep seeing a bunch of y'all just sitting there with a either tablet or paper, loose paper in your hand, scribbling notes. And I feel like if I could poll y'all, of the hundreds of y'all that watch the video, and then there's hundreds of y'all that watch the video not on YouTube and in your browsers and whatever, I really feel like the bigger part of y'all are in a planning phase, an execution phase, where you're planning and executing something, and you need the quiet to do it. And that's even whatever you're considering on executing, implementing, moving forward. You need the quiet to do it. So take that time. If it can't be today, totally get it, but take the time the next few days, because again, you want to move fast. You want to move fast. There's something about moving fast on this. Now, the other thing is, cheetahs cannot roar. They can be heard a long way away, but really, now they can growl. Lord of mercy, that guttural growl of a cheetah, that'll light your hair up. But, they kind of do these interesting chirps, which doesn't make them sound all too crazy, and as powerful as they are. And because of their hunting prowess, they are considered one of the big cats. And so it doesn't make them seem so ferocious until you watch them take down a gazelle and you're like, oh, Skinny can get it. And this may not be the day to roar, and it may not be the day to voice your plans or your considerations to anyone else. Maybe keep it more internal. Cheetahs, the females are like super lone. They're loners, and they're only interested in the men when they want to mate, and they mate with lots of different men. That is, gosh, I want to tell you what the symbolism and meaning of that could be, but we'll keep this pretty G-rated. But take it for what it's worth. So, let's just put it this way. Symbolically speaking, anything that you want to be impregnated with and you want to gestate and then, carry to term, and y'all not joke, all joking aside, that can be anything. It can be for real kids. It can be a business. It can be something that you just want to do as an art or whatever, and you just want to do it for you. I actually know a lot of people that take voice lessons and music lessons just because they love it so much, and they'll never, ever sing in front of anybody or play an instrument in front of anybody, but it just fills their heart. So whatever you want to do, you may have to scat around to, a few different sources to find the source that plants that seed in you. Let's just put it that way. So also with cheetah, there a little known fact I've found is that their markings that look like a tear trail, from an ancient African parable, it really is like that, and it's kind of a sad tale. So I won't go into it. I think y'all had all the heaviness you could have yesterday, but what it did was, the end result is that it taught cheetah moms to move their cubs around, and they never. It's kind of like with royalty from other countries when they're traveling, they never stay even in their own country, they don't stay in the same home or stay in the same apartment twice for safety's sake. And so you may be going through a bit of a time where you've just got to move around a little bit. Just move around and see what feels safe for you, see what feels good to you, see what feels comfortable for you, because it's all going to be in the protection of whatever this thing is that you're nurturing. And the cheetah is in the is in the Moms and Babies expansion pack of the Arc. And if you don't know me yet, I'm Bernadette. I'm the creator and channel of the award-winning Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, which is what I read with. And when I see a card come up for somebody, especially big cat energy, out of the Moms and Babies pack, I know that there's an extra maternal protective thing going on. And that can mean, you know what? That could be as simple as, I'm going to eat that last brownie. Ain't nobody else in the family getting that brownie. I'm getting it. Good for you. Because, interestingly enough, cheetahs are the only cat that hunts during the day. They hunt in the early morning and mid-morning hours before it gets like 8 bajillion degrees out there where they live in the big sand pits. So that may be a call for you to get there and get it done early, or start your thing that you're protecting, gestating, want to give birth to, planning. You might want to start it early, move fast, and do it in silence, do it in quiet. However you achieve that, just do it. So the other thing that those black markings are for, it's thought that they give the cheetahs that same kind of focused thing that you would get if you were looking through the scope of a rifle, where you can't see anything except for what's coming. There's no light coming through except for what's coming through that scope. And so there's something about the focus component, because when you add everything up, let's get it done. Let's get those seeds planted. Let's make that plan. Let's move quickly through it. Let's just focus on it and let's get it done early. That is a call for you to just hit it. I mean, just hit it. And whatever this is, holy guacamole, it's going to happen fast. It's going to happen exactly the way you see it happening. Remember, you get that laser sharp focus. What is it on my thumb? That laser sharp focus. And you're going to be right on it, right on it. And again, sad to say, but cheetahs take down their prey by knocking them over, and they go right for the throat. It's so horrible. I hate it. I really do, y'all. It makes me cry. I can't watch those specials that other people watch. I just can't do it. But symbolically speaking, metaphorically speaking, it's just the time to go for the throat. And you can go, listen, I'm going to have somebody write me and go, that's a terrible thing to tell people, go for the throat. All the negative connotations. No, it doesn't. It has whatever connotation you want to give it. And when I'm doing business and I want to do good business and I want to do fair business, I have that thing, go for the throat. But not in that way. It's about one and done. It's about let's get this over quickly. But it doesn't, almost never for me has negative connotations. It's about I see that opportunity. I got it. I see it, and I'm going to move right on it, and it's going to go very well. So when I use that term, go for the throat, honest to goodness, it really is meant only about focus and moving and the hitting the bullseye right there, right then. And if you'll just keep that in mind, take away any of that, negativity, and just think of it as I just got to be that courageous. I've just got to move with that sense of intent of purpose. I've just got to keep my eye on the ball. I've got to keep my eye on the bullseye. Wham, you are going to surprise yourself. So I hope that's helpful. Just very quickly, if you are thinking of cheetah as a spirit animal for today, because cheetah just keeps showing up to you for some reason, or you might even just have that urge in your spirit to be finding out things about cheetahs, and you're like, why am I obsessed with cheetahs all of a sudden? It really is about the quick movement. It really is about shrewd decisions and going for that bullseye. Keep your eye on the ball and just go for it, and cheetah will help support you in that. When you are you have adopted or cheetah as your totem animal, you may not be the biggest, but you're the fastest, and you're the best at making really, really solid decisions. And there's something about your language, the way you use language. You probably don't speak like other people. You don't use the same rhetoric that kind of the average public uses. But man, you're an effective communicator, a really effective communicator, because it is different and you can make people listen. Good for you. If you want to invoke cheetah as your power animal, or you want to unite that part of your spirit that already is cheetah, it's about getting things done. Put your head down, shut the noise out, just disappear for a little while, and keep your eye moved and focused on what you want. Now, let me say this. Cheetahs have extraordinary eyesight, except for at night. They're like me. It's why I don't drive at night. I hit 50, and my eyesight for night driving said, so I don't do it. But man, in the morning, I'm clear as sharp as a bell. I'm a morning person like my mom was. And my sister can't stand it. She's a night person. But there's something about darkness. If it is not in the light, if it is not bright, this is not the time for you to try to use cheetah to see in the darkness or through the nighttime or anything that's not clear to you. This is the time to use cheetah energy in medicine, because what is supposed to come to you is already so much in the light. So, I hope this was helpful. Pick up your copy of the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll get all of this information. You'll be the first to get it. And also, I'm going to start mentioning every day for a few weeks, probably about a month. I am starting a membership here on my channel that will have extra readings. I'll show up a couple times a week to do those free readings you see a lot of people do on Facebook, answer questions, just more like a kind of like an open office kind of thing, to answer your questions about spirit, totem, power animals, shamanism, psychic development, tarot, all of that kind of thing. And then also release at least one class a month that you guys will, as long as you have your membership, you'll always have access to. My goal is to make it super valuable for you guys. You've been so good to me, and so many people that just didn't know that this kind of work was available. It's available, and my dog's going buck wild because my sister's coming over. So I love you guys. The most important thing is to what? To stay wild.